Hi, and welcome back to another video of the Target Individual Program, Target Individual Experience. So, finally got the uh, computer working. I installed Windows 10. I had to basically disconnect from the internet so that they would not tamper with the installation process and wouldn't mess up the drive. So now I gotta go back now and you know I'm actually downloading Windows 11 so I can install it onto the NVMe drive. That was my initial intent to do, and as I said, I was formatting the drive, and for some reason I didn't format it yet, and the computer just shut down. Wouldn't I would start up, but nothing would happen, and so I had to take the battery out, reset the BIOS setting, turn the computer back on with the hard drive data cable unplugged, and went straight up, went into the BIOS. All right, so I had to again, like I said, reinstall Windows. This time with no internet connection. Computer's up and running. I'm on my, I'm on my computer now. Download Windows 11. I formatted the NVMe drive, and finally able to do that. And so I'm going to try and install Windows 11 onto the NVMe drive, because again, just trying to eliminate future possibilities of the hard drive going bad. And it's funny too because I installed Windows on the other drive, and it boot up fine, and then after the computer shut down again. All right, so I have the computer on, still on. It's just not connected to the internet, so nothing's happening. It's still on. So I'm going to, like I said, install Windows 11 on the NVMe drive that I've installed. I already formatted, and uh, we'll see what happens. Okay. Like I said, the reason why they do these things. Okay. And because again, a big part of it is because I'm under surveillance, and my computer, um, they're constantly invading my privacy online, having my if I'm on social media or watching YouTube, my upstairs neighbor also have access to uh, my desktop. Right now, what they do at times they wouldn't do anything to the desktop, to my desktop, or move any files, but there are times when they will, and they have. Okay, and so it's a tedious process. Um, it takes me a lot. It takes me a heck of a lot longer. Okay, um, and I had to basically give her my other motherboard, because hers I don't at this point I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to go back and use her motherboard again because I don't want to go back through that process. It's just too much. My back can't take it, and you know um, it gets very hard for me to stand up and walk. And so it's a reason why they do what they do. They try to, again, remember, this is about, as a TI, particularly in my target, and taking with my disability. So they will try to make things harder for me, right? Um, and I just I've kind of like learned to just calm down, don't get angry, and just take my time. It's going to take me a lot longer than it would normally if I didn't have back issues. And it's like I said, I know my limitation. I don't rush things. Uh, if this didn't work, then I would say, you know what, I was going to try again tomorrow. Just go to bed. But it actually worked, and it's fine now because again, it's not connected to the internet. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see when I get on the internet. I'm not going to do it tonight because but I restarted the computer a couple of times to make sure that it restarts fine. Everything is fine. I gave her the an upgraded CPU that I had in my home theater PC, um, and um, you know, what I'm going to do if I have time during the week is to install the other processor into her old her other the motherboard that she had, and see if it still works. Then, I will narrow it down to probably the hard drive. Either they whatever they've done to the hard drive to where when I restart the computer and her old hard drive, um, the computer start it'll turn on, but it wouldn't load Windows. If I unplug um, the data cable, this computer starts up. It goes to the BIOS, and so, you know, like I said, it's purposely done. All right, because again, I had installed Windows previously tonight, and you know, got Windows installed. Um, you know, went through the whole installation process with I had the internet connected to the internet. It was fine, and then, all of a sudden the computer shut down. As soon as it shut down, police siren, whoop whoop. So I know it was them, right? And like I said, this was when, um, I was formatting the NVMe drive so I can load Windows onto that drive, so she can have, just because there's no SATA connection, it's connected straight to the motherboard. So it makes it very easy in terms of that if something goes wrong, you know that it's probably in your motherboard. But when you have it connected to SATA data cable, it could be the motherboard or the drive. Sometimes it's an easy fix. Other times, it takes you a long time. All right, and for me, like I said, these things it's never easy for me. And like I said, I know my limitations. I take things slow. I don't rush it even one day. And what they'll do is try to create like some sort of anger, right? Either a competition where you're doing things to further exasperate your injury, or you are combating, what it is that they're doing to you, but in a negative way. And so you got to learn to combat it in a positive way, all right? And when it comes to, like I said, when it comes to the competition, they'll try to, at times, first, second, third, or last, or what have you. I put a positive spin on it, So, that's what you got to do. But sometimes it gets to you. Like I know before I go to bed, I got to take my headache medication because it was again, very heavy remote neural monitoring, noise campaign, and they do this, right? The thing that they can destroy your mindset, destroy your intellect. Okay, and this has affected me, not just psychologically, neurologically. All right, so there's certain things, like I said, it takes me longer. The forgetfulness, because of the memory loss, and this is when you'll see, like for example, whenever like I said, when I do this, if I put my screwdriver down right in front of me, I'm like, where is my screwdriver? Where? And I keep, I forget, and they know it. And so whenever I forget something, I'm saying to myself, just to myself, I may say it out, you know, not loud, but I might say, where'd I put my screwdriver? They start using the police sirens, right? As like I said, as if that's going to jog my memory back. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because again, they don't want to accept any accountability for what they're doing, what they've done, the damage they've done, and they will manufacture, deceive, uh, not just you as a TI, but others into thinking that, believing that they have not damaged you in any sort of way. Okay, so I always know that whenever I'm like, installing new parts on my computer or what have you, or upgrading, that this is what they're gonna do. Right? This is exactly what they're gonna do. And so this is, like I said, this is why you see me doing these videos, particularly when you see me do videos like this a lot, is because they're engaging in a heavy-handed form of targeting, right, as well as remote neural monitoring, and it's torture. It is torture, but they, they, I, I'm pretty sure they think that, again, they always will define what torture is, right? So, for example, like during the Iraq-Afghan War, the change in the definition of torture so they can do enhanced interrogation, which is a an extreme form of torture. But they made that very legal. They said that as long as a psychiatrist is in the building, the psychiatrist doesn't even have to know what's going on. But this is what they've done in order so that they can, and then giving money to psychiatrists on the American Psychological Board of American Psychological Association. Right? They're paid. The CIA has infiltrated all these organizations. Not even the FBI have infiltrated all these organizations. You know, um, I don't know if you guys heard about Cop City in Atlanta that they're planning to build a, multi tens of millions of dollars to spend to train police to be basically um, soldiers, right? But not just soldiers. Okay, we're talking about like in the army you have like special forces, Green Beret, what have you. They're training police, and the police from all over the country is going to go there, trained in urban warfare, particularly to kill black people and get away with it, right? Because things are going to get a lot harder, and it's being done on purpose. It's being done on purpose because people are waking up, right? So they know that people are waking up. They understand that people like me, others who are exposing uh, these technologies and what they're doing, and people are realizing that hey, something is wrong. We've been lied to, you know. So they have to create and engage in this, and you'll see it will be, um, it will be tougher going forward for everybody, right? Because again, it's on purpose. There, once they see that society is becoming educated, right, and I'm talking about the elites, right? Once they see that society is becoming educated, um, and if you just go look, posted a post on Facebook about America's infrastructure. Okay, America is number what was it? America is way on the list in terms of the infrastructure of countries, all right, throughout the world. Okay, why? Because this country is full of greedy people. This country is full of what we call the dark triad personality types, right? And they enjoy seeing people suffer. They enjoy putting people against each other because they think that we are plaything. We are less than them. They think that they're gods, right? And they can, and our lives are expendable, and they don't have to worry. But there will be a day, just as how they can murder, rape, abuse, oppress people, that it will come to them at their doorstep. Okay, I can guarantee you that. And like I said, the people out there, it's sad and it's a shame, right? It really is, particularly when they're trying to blame poor people for you know the ills in society. No, they created this. They've always created the so-called elites throughout history. They've always created this. If you go study European history. France, Marie Antoinette, even in Britain. Um, it they've always been this way. They've always created these situations, keeping the vast majority of people in poverty. Because again, they think of themselves as God, right? And our lives are expendable. But I'm here to say no, our lives are not expendable. And if our lives are expendable, then we have to make their life expendable. Simple as that. All right? So, anyhow, I will talk to you guys in the next video.